Kia ora. Toi tu te marae o tāne, toi tu te marae o Tangaroa, toi tu te iwi. Protect and strengthen the land and the ocean, and they will protect and strengthen the people. Hi everybody, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Gisela Purcell. I'm a sustainability and member advocate for tourism industry Aotearoa. And I'm really excited today to be talking to you about Akiaki advancing tourism. Today's session is scheduled to run for 30 minutes, and there's plenty of time for Q&A at the end of the session. But of course, you're welcome to ask questions throughout my presentation. Just click on the Q&A button in the panel, probably below the screen, or it might be to the right of your screen, depending on your layout. And then you can type in your questions as they come to mind, but I'll probably answer most of those towards the end. So welcome. So Akiaki Advancing Tourism is a new online learning program to help you take concrete steps to becoming a more sustainable business. And so why have we done this? Where has this come from? It's actually part of a much bigger plan. Hopefully you've heard about the National Strategy for New Zealand, Tourism 2050, a Blueprint for Impact. This was launched in November last year, and it's a really good document, which I would recommend you download and read if you haven't seen it already. But key to this document are 10 key actions. And action number 8 is to build sustainability capability amongst tourism businesses in New Zealand. And so it's really exciting that we are actually implementing our own plan here, our own strategy. Akiaki is really all a part of that. You might be aware that TIA staff have done a lot of work to upskill operators on a small scale. We work face-to-face or with small groups of businesses. But to scale that up, we've created this online learning program, which can be accessed by all. So Akiaki Advancing Tourism, it builds on and aligns with the New Zealand Tourism Sustainability Commitment, or the TSC. So this was actually developed back in 2017, and it takes a very holistic view of sustainability. When we talk about sustainability, people usually just jump to te taio, the environment. And that is a really, really important part, but it's only 1/4 of this whole commitment. We also focus on ohanga, economic sustainability, hapori, host community, and manuhiri, our visitors. These 4 pillars combined are what we need to have a sustainable industry. So far to date, about 1,900 businesses have signed the TSC, which is fantastic. But that's actually the easy part. We have developed Akiaki to help support all these businesses now turn that commitment into real practical actions. So that's what this is for. And every year we ask people who've signed the TSC to complete a declaration to tell us about your progress and your challenges. And something we found out at the end of last year is that 98% of you say that sustainability is important to your business. So virtually everyone agrees that sustainability is important, but only less than half of you have actually got a sustainability plan. And then it's only about half of that again have actually got a sustainability budget. So there's a real disconnect at the moment between intentions and actions. And businesses have told us that you want more online support and materials that are simple and easy to use, and to help bridge this gap between your intentions and your actions. Another reason why this is important is because visitors expect it. So earlier this year, there was some research commissioned by Tourism New Zealand and MB, and they found that 81% of people who are actively considering New Zealand for a holiday have got strong sustainability beliefs. That's a lot more than the general population. So people who are coming to New Zealand really expect that we're offering a very sustainable visitor proposition. So having a sustainable business is obviously really good for the planet, for your communities, and for the environment. But equally importantly, it makes good business sense. So it's good for your whole business to do this. And so that's why we developed Akiaki. So this name, hopefully it's really memorable, but what does it mean? It actually comes from a lot of te reo words, have this word aki in it. You might have heard of kaitiaki, which is guardianship, manaaki, hospitality, tiaki is to protect. So this Akiaki really encapsulates the values for navigating our future challenges. It really embodies caring for each other and caring for our natural world. The term Akiaki has also got other meanings along the lines of having courage, being courageous to do something differently, to take steps in this direction. And as well as that, it's also encouragement to how do we support each other to go down this path. So it's a really beautiful word, which we felt was just perfect for the work that we're doing here. So I'm just going to play a little video, which will tell you more about it.
We're empowering an exciting tourism industry in Aotearoa, New Zealand, where people, planet, and culture thrives. Welcome to Akiaki Advancing Tourism, developed by Tourism Industry Aotearoa. This is a powerful, practical online program for New Zealand operators just like you to turn your sustainability commitment into action. From carbon measurement to building a circular supply chain and becoming more resilient, Akiaki's 10 bite-sized, practical online courses drive value for any tourism professional, from customer-facing teams to senior managers. Learn how to eliminate waste by design. Discover how to measure your carbon footprint. Explore how clever storytelling turns tourism into a powerful force for good. And so much more. Turn learning into action as you complete your own sustainability action plan as you go. This high-impact upskilling, Akiaki Advancing Tourism, is helping the visitor economy to embrace a tourism future we can all be proud of. So what are you waiting for? Sign up now.
So hopefully that helped clarify what Akiaki actually is. It is a work in progress. We currently have 4 courses of it available. There's an introduction, and then there is a course on how to measure your carbon emissions and then how to reduce them, how to eliminate waste from your whole proposition, which includes working with your supply chain. And there's another course about restoring nature and how your business can help support biodiversity in New Zealand. So if you sign in today, those 4 courses are what you'll have access to immediately. But coming up are more. In September, we will be launching 3 more courses, one about visitor engagement, and a lot of that is how to really live the Tiaki promise, not just put up a poster, but how to really share that in practice with your visitors. Resilience is a really interesting module where we look at various aspects of resilience, learnings from COVID, learnings from cyclones, what the future might look like and how we can prepare for it. And we have a course about storytelling, how to honestly talk about your business, your sustainability initiatives, in a really honest way that will connect with your customers. And then in November, we have another 3 courses coming, one about investment and innovation, a really important course about culture and heritage, how you can share Māori culture and other cultures within your business, but in a way that has integrity and that's appropriate. And then also another course about how to be a really good employer and engage with your local community. So all up, by the end of the year, we will have 10 courses for you to work with. At the moment, there are 4, but wait, there's more. It's all coming. And so some real practical questions that we often get asked is how long is it? So each course will take 1 to 2 hours to complete. There are links to further reading and things. So depending on how engrossed you get in the material, you might find you spend a bit longer if you want to delve into additional materials, but roughly allowing 1 to 2 hours per course seems about right. The carbon course is a little bit longer than the others. The introduction's a little bit shorter than the others, but on average, that should be about right. Each course has got a whole mix of materials, videos to watch, case study of real live New Zealand businesses, and then there's some little quizzes and knowledge checks along the way, just to make sure you're paying attention as you go through it. And what we invite you all to do as you're working through the course is to download a template that's online for a sustainability action plan. And you can complete that plan as you go. And a big part of completing the plan is acknowledging what you're already doing. Every single business that I've spoken to is already doing some fantastic work around sustainability, and it's really important to collate that, to acknowledge it, to make sure that all your staff are aware of it so that they can talk about it with your customers. But then looking for the gaps. What are the quick wins and what are your long-term goals? So that action plan template will really help you. And you might want to complete that individually, or you might want to have several staff in your business getting together and discussing that. Different staff members will see different things in your organisation. So that could be something that you work on as a team. But we really encourage you to do that. I do want to point out you don't get any formal qualifications at this stage. It's not yet, this course isn't yet recognised by NZQA, but you will get it, will have a certificate of completion at the end of the 10 modules. So people know that you've done it and what you've worked through. And so who's it for? Basically, you, anybody, any staff who are working in the tourism sector. We would love to see managers doing this course, but also support staff, frontline staff, marketing staff, admin staff, tour guides. Anybody can do this course. And in fact, for a business, it would be great to have a real range of people working through it, that you might, working on it as a team could be a really good way to go. I have heard of some organisations getting together and working through the modules on a big screen online so that you can discuss how it applies to your own business. But it's up to you. If it's easier just for everyone to do it individually on your own computers, that will work just as well. And then the really good, exciting news is that we've made this absolutely free for TIA members. So that's free for the businesses, and all of your staff can access it absolutely at no cost. You simply register on the website, say that you're a TIA member, and then you'll need to enter your TIA company number. If you're not sure what that is, just reach out to us and we'll let you know. We are making it available to non-members as well. So if you're not a member of TIA and you still want to get this knowledge, you're welcome to do that. There's a cost of $590 plus GST per person per year, but that gives you access to all the modules, all 10 modules for that. So it really only works out at about $50 odd per course per person per year. So really reasonably priced if you're a non-member, but a great added value to our TIA members. If you are a non-member and you want a group of people to do it, we will offer discounts, but just send us an inquiry through the website and we can discuss that with you. So it's really very simple. Simply go to www.akiaki.nz, so enter your TIA company number and away you go. You can just navigate to whichever courses you want to use. You can stop and start the courses as you want to, and then come back in when you've got more time, and work on through that and update your sustainability plan as you go. And we welcome any feedback from people who are using it. So that's pretty much all I had to say, which feels quite quick, but it should be really easy to get into it. So hopefully you don't need a more complicated explanation. I'm just going to check if there are any questions in the chat or the Q&A. And so far, I haven't got any questions. So if you've got any, feel free to type it in. If you don't have questions, I'm just going to assume that I've answered them all, and it's quite straightforward. I'll wait a bit. Well, this might end up being the shortest webinar I've ever done, but I think that's a good thing. People don't usually complain that things are too short. Oh, someone's asked, when is the next module out? So look for it mid-September. We will send out, absolutely, we will send updates, but yep, mid-September is when the next courses will be out, and then further courses in November. And someone said, where do I find my company ID to get started? Look, just send a quick email to TIA and we can tell you your company number if you're not sure of that. Yeah, we'll make that really easy for you. When we communicate with you, it's often on the letters or the communications and things as well, but if it's easier just to drop us a line, we can tell you. Someone's asked, will there be a way for team leaders to assign particular modules to their staff members? The answer to that is actually no, not at this stage. It's basically all staff can go in and they can all see all the courses that are available. But obviously you can just talk to your staff. If you say, look, I want you to focus on waste elimination, you can invite them to do that, but they will actually have access to all of them. So great questions. We will actually be developing some FAQs to add to the website. So based on the questions you ask, that helps us create these FAQs, which will be going onto the website shortly as well. So if that's really the end, that's pretty nice, short and sweet. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us today. I really hope that you found it helpful, and I hope that you can make some time to go in and have a look around Akiaki. As always, we want to ensure that we're delivering valuable webinars to you. So please complete the poll that's going to pop up on your screen shortly, and just let us know how you found this webinar. TIA members will be able to access a recording of this webinar on My TIA. If you're not a member of TIA but interested in joining, just head to tia.org.nz and click Become a Member. There's a box on the top right-hand corner of the homepage, and that'll give you all the information on how to join. But yeah, and you might find, even if you're not a member of TIA but you want to do Akiaki, it might be cheaper to join TIA than pay for several staff to do Akiaki. So that's always something to consider as well. So thank you. Thank you once again for joining us. We really hope you're keen to register for TIA and to continue on your sustainability journey. And I'll just close with my favourite karakia of the moment. It's really quite a beautiful one. Kia hora te marino, kia whakapapa pounamu te moana, kia rateri te karohirohi I mua I tō huarahi. And that means may peace be widespread, may the sea glisten like greenstone, may the shimmer of light guide you on your way. Ka kite.